And we are back. Couch Company Podcast. I'm John. With me as always, Tyler.
Hey.
Hey,
I like the little flick of the wrist.
Flick of the wrists, Wingardium Leviosa. Flick and swish. Got him.
Wait a minute.
It's something like that.
Is that not Legally Blonde?
What?
Flick and swish?
Is it? I mean, it's something
No,
like
it's
that
like,
for the wand
they-
motion.
okay.
Say.
Something,
That's what I'm referencing. No, I'm not referencing Legally Blonde.
Yeah, Legally Blonde is...
That's not...
Like they bend over and then they snap back up or something to flirt with the
I'm going to be
UPS
honest.
guy.
I'm going to be honest. Legally Blonde, not in my bag. Should be, but it's just not in my bag.
It's all right.
I've seen it, but it's not my repertoire.
Are you a Reese Witherspoon fan, or is she like too old for you?
My wire was caught.
Oh,
she's all right.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's like in my top list, but she's good.
Yeah.
I respect her craft. I'll
Sure.
tell you that.
Sure.
Is she up there for you?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah, it was an okay movie. Yeah.
Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's about perseverance and bucking stereotypes. I like that.
Yeah. Well,
That's a good premise.
bucking stereotypes while
Embracing.
conforming to the status quo.
Well, it's about being who you are, being true to yourself, while also
Doing what
defeating
everyone else is doing. Yeah.
this status quo. Yeah, I don't know.
Sure.
Well,
Anyway.
anyways, I totally lost my train of thought, but I
I'm
do
sorry.
want to. I
I'm
do
sorry.
want to start this episode.
Yeah.
I'd be remiss if I didn't shout out maybe the greatest human to ever live. I mean, there's a conversation for it. Faker.
Oh, I thought you were going like
You?
Jesus or something. Me? No, not me.
I mean, it's a tough list up there. I'm going to say Faker won his 6th League of Legends World Champion.
So you had that on the list, and I was like, man, he got 6th place. What are we talking about here?
Yeah,
But
6th place.
He won his 6th champion.
6th championship.
Okay.
So T1, formerly known as SKT, won Worlds. I think against the top. They won against KT, and I think they were either number 1 or number 2 Korean seed. But it's an incredible journey for this T1 team where they were the last seed for Korea. They were the number 4 seed. So how it works typically in the regions is there's like a consolation bracket-esque situation, like a last chance bracket where you have to play through and there's multiple teams involved to get that final spot. So they had to run the gauntlet of that just to secure their final spot. So they barely made it to the tournament in the first place.
Yeah.
And then once they're there, you know they're dangerous, dude. I mean, it's just like unbelievable. I haven't seen this level of dominance since like the
Last year?
mid 2000
Oh, okay.
Patriots,
Oh, I got you.
or like the 2000s Patriots, like
Yeah.
2000 to like 2016, because they were just that. It's like
Yeah.
if Tom Brady makes it to the playoffs, you're screwed.
yeah.
It's terrifying. It doesn't matter if they're the last seed, they squeak in. It's just horrifying, and it's the last person you want to play, and that's the energy that Faker has when he gets onto the Rift.
When does he retire?
I have no idea. It's like
Didn't he like leave and then come back? Or am I misremembering
no, he didn't
something?
leave. He did get benched maybe a couple years ago, so there was a lot of controversy around that. But he's back now. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
So he, like, not only did T1 win, but, like, it was him? Like, he threw everyone on his back and went?
Yeah,
or, like,
so
they were
it's-
just gelled?
What's interesting about his play style is the team really plays through him. So I wouldn't call Faker at this stage in his career like a hyper carry or anything like that. He's not going to get all the kills, but so he plays very supportive champions typically in the games. Like zoners and like actually like, so he plays like a lot of Galio too, which is very support-esque,
Naturally, yeah.
engage type character champion. But you can just tell that he just runs the show. They play through him. And the mark of a true champion, obviously, is not just that they're great, but they make everyone around them better. And he totally does. I mean, it's like night and day. So it's hard to describe unless you're like watching it and you really see the the micro things, but
Sure.
Incredible, unbelievable. So we were actually at the soccer trip.
Yeah.
Well, the soccer trip was just ending as the World's Finals was starting. So I tried to stay up as long as I could, but I was exhausted.
I was going to say, how long did you make it? Like 20 minutes?
Like game one.
Yeah.
Saw game one, which was a crazy game. KT had it in the bag. They were up 6-0. And I'm like nodding off. Next thing I know, it's like 18-8 for the other way. Yeah, it's like, holy crap. Totally blew that one. So
yeah,
crazy series. Went to 5 games, best of 5. Just everything you could ask for.
That's awesome.
I mean, and I know the game awards are coming up.
Yep.
And I think League has won best event now, like 5 years in a row or something.
Like
nothing compares to it.
Yeah.
It's because I think in a lot of other esports, it's a very tournament-esque format, like a tennis or golf, something like that, which you know a lot about, obviously.
Yep. Yeah.
Where compared to a football or baseball where you have a structured season and it culminates into this championship at the end, that's more in line with what League of Legends is like. While you do have different regions and they have their own like season and stuff,
right?
The winners of those leagues and then the best teams from those leagues all go to this final tournament, right? So there is kind of a finality and ultimate winner to the entire ecosystem, rather than there's a major here, or a major being like a big tournament. Like in Call of Duty, it works this way, right? You have these majors and stuff, and you might have like the biggest one. I just think it's a little bit different psychologically though, because you don't really have that true final stamp of like, this is the champion of the world.
Right.
This is the event everyone looks forward to.
I mean, like, at what point do they even get dethroned then? Because like fighting games, obviously different thing, right? So it's like, does in the unlikely event that like an RTS crops up, and suddenly it's like, oh, this is the next hot thing that everybody is like, maybe Dota 3 or whatever. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, people have been saying League's dying for years, but that's more of a Western perception of that. Like, we obviously don't compete with them really on anything as it pertains to League.
Right.
Maybe entertainment wise, we do. Like, we do have the best streamers, I would say, and content creators. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just, Jeff would say this, our friend Jeff. He thinks it's a perfect game. And in many regards, I do agree with him in terms of the competitive nature of this game. I don't know how you improve on that. You do, like, RTSs are also pretty good in terms of competitive, but the real big problem you run into, I think, as it pertains to esports is the viewability of it. And I know that League isn't the easiest to digest or view if you don't play it, but if you do understand the game, what's huge is for that and like an RTS, which is why I think they do so well, it's the same angle. It's the same camera angle, same viewpoint as if you're playing it. So it's very easy. Whereas if you compare that to a first-person shooter, you're moving around perspectives. Sometimes they just have the camera hovering around, and it's a very different viewing experience, and I think harder to follow.
Or you have it in the first person, but then it's like you roll the dice on like, okay, let's see how long this person stays alive.
Well, they
stuff
typically like flip, and they're very good at it. Don't get me wrong. I think like the spectator, like the people who do that kind of stuff, because they have to do that for League too, where they're moving the camera to where things are happening on the map.
But it's easier to be like always a top down view of like, okay, hey, this is what's going on. And like you have something like Valorant where it's like one life and it's a lot slower than something like a Call of Duty or a Battlefield or whatever. But,
right. Yeah. So I don't know. That's always been my take on it, which is why I think it does pretty well.
Well, that's what I mean.
A part of the reason it does pretty well.
I could see an RTS coming, but like it wouldn't be popular here, right? It would be like Korea and Japan and stuff like that.
I just don't know if like the genre of RTS is popular enough anymore.
I think
like there was a specific era for that.
Something will be back. Something will be back for it.
I hope so. I think the gaming would be better if all genres are represented. I think that I would love to see the next RTS.
Well, it's
not going to come from Blizzard though. I promise you that.
Yes. Oh my Lord, no. League is essentially like kind of like this. It's like an inversion of what made League of Legends, right? So you have
it is funny.
Well, what I could see happening would be something where it's like, okay, you have like your RTS, your Warcraft 3 that turns into Dota, which then turns into League, right?
Right.
So you go from this kind of like macro and, into I just have one champ that I'm doing. I could see it kind of go the inverse way where like, oh, maybe we'll add some mechanics or something. Now it's you, but then you have like a little miner just to pack a base and he's going to collect stuff for you. And whenever you get back there, he'll give you whatever, and like slowly build it up the other way where it's like, oh, now it's just an RTS again. Mm-hmm. I could see that happening. I don't know how, how long would it take and all of that stuff, but I don't know. Like remasters are out of the question now because everything's been remastered, right? Like all the StarCrafts, all the Warcrafts, like you're all remastered.
Need something new.
Exactly.
It's the only...
Yeah.
I mean, the shooters do very well. Like Valorant does very well.
Yeah.
CS does incredibly. It's not that they don't do well. League is just very dominant, and it's because of the eastern part of the world. China and Korea,
but it's the
dominated.
Same. I think what I'm trying to say is like it's the same.
Well, the other reason too is it's accessible.
Yeah,
it's free to play.
Well, sure. So I mean, technically, so is StarCraft. So it's
right, but StarCraft. I guess that's fair.
Like the campaign you have to pay for, but you can play.
I think that's why it was so big as well, because in that part or any part of the world, really, I mean, you have the more accessibility. Obviously, more people are going to play it.
Well, no. So StarCraft 2 wasn't free.
Oh, I see.
Well, StarCraft 2 wasn't that the sport of Korea? Like, wasn't that their national? It
was their national sport.
So it's like, I do think there was a time and place there. It's just like,
right. Well, I mean, StarCraft 1 put it on the map, though, right? So it's like,
yeah, I'm sorry, StarCraft 1, not StarCraft 2. Yes. Yeah. I don't know why I think there's 3. I'm thinking Warcraft, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we'll see.
Maybe it'll lose this year. Maybe we won't get best event, but it's hard to beat.
Well,
the
whenever
storylines.
We pull out our predictions, I'm definitely gonna put that in there. I'm definitely gonna put Faker in there. It's
my God, Faker's such. I have never been more confident about. I don't know what the award will be. This is actually one of my gripes with the Game Awards. Of many gripes. One is Keely's whatever he's wearing. Yeah, his brooch last year was insane. So we'll see how he tops that this year. I mean, he's feeling himself. Yeah. It used to just be a suit. Now it's like...
Now he has to... Yeah.
It's like the freaking Oscars. You got to make a statement with your...
Yep.
I don't like it.
I actually can't wait to see what he does. You think it's going to be like a...
He has to outdo himself.
Do you think... So that's the question. Do you think he outdoes himself? Or do you think he goes the opposite way and just real, like, formal black tuxedo, nothing else, just like straight up.
I think he outdoes himself. I think he's feeling himself. He's in his feel himself era, and he's going to show us how successful the Game Awards have become. And it's going to be all in his brooch.
I'm going to predict the opposite.
Okay,
I'm going to predict a very like subtle. If I had to pick something, I would say maybe even like a John Wick-esque, like unassuming. Like it could be all black. Doesn't have to be like black and white and whatever. But like, I think it's going to be muted. Like
interesting.
Very
curious
not
to
sequins.
See. Yeah.
We'll see.
I think he's gonna go crazy with the colors.
Maybe.
That's my prediction. Yeah. But anyways, one of my big gripes is the inconsistency of the categories every year.
Yeah.
So I know that we have a wager on the nominations for Game of the Year, which will be out by the time this comes out. So we'll see who won. But I was looking maybe a week ago to see when those came out, and it didn't show it. But I just kind of took a trip down memory lane in looking at. They have all the archived shows and winners and stuff. They don't have what's nominated, which was a little annoying. I wish I could see like what
even like the fine print or anything. They just have the winners.
No. I couldn't find it at least. I didn't look super hard, but I went through. It was fun to go through the years and kind of be like, oh yeah, I remember that came out this year, and this is what won. Yeah. But I did notice that the categories were like totally So they used to have like best mobile game, then they got rid of that. And they've just had these in and out categories kind of fluctuating. I wish it was a little bit more consistent.
Right.
So you would know what's coming.
You
right?
would also know like what you're going for a given thing.
Yes.
Like it's,
Like, for example, I think nowadays something that I would, if they're going to add stuff or subtract stuff, I would love to add best remake or best DLC or even both, as different categories because there's enough stuff.
Like the action versus action adventure and
dude,
all that
that's
stuff.
So bad.
Yeah.
You can't have action and then action/adventure.
Yeah.
That's so terrible.
Do you just think that they can't say shooter? Like at that point, do you think they're just trying to be like
they used to have
correct?
shooter as a category,
right? And then it's I don't think it's there anymore.
Saying,
so do you think that they're just trying to like kind of
usually
sand those edges a little bit?
They usually cover that through best multiplayer.
Yeah,
that's usually the pseudo shooter award.
Yeah, best ongoing game. I don't even.
Yeah, what does that mean? I think they could do a much better job with the categorization.
We'll see. I'm very excited to see what they come up with. Yeah,
I am too. I think it's. I always look. This is my Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, that and the actual Super Bowl because I love football. But
sorry.
This is the couch company's Super Bowl. That's for sure.
Dude, freaking your quarterback got a concussion, so now he's
Jackson
out.
Dart.
Yeah. Is Scatabo just like gone? Like he's not coming back.
He broke his leg.
That's what I mean. Like he's
gone for the year.
I could confidently drop him and not worry about
for the year, dude. Yeah.
Okay. I gotta free up some spots.
He's insane, but he's not that insane.
I didn't realize that Wilson was out and he played Thursday. So
Wilson?
Yeah. I think his name's Wilson. Really good wide receiver.
Oh, Garrett Wilson. Yeah. For the Jets. Did he do well?
He was out. And I didn't realize it, and he played Thursday.
Oh,
so
you're stuck?
I just got a 0.
Well, your team's dead in the water, probably, anyways.
Yep. Yeah.
I have to win this week. This is like for a playoff spot, which I'm projected to win by a lot, but that's what makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Always. Right. When I'm projected to win by a lot, I'm like, dude, how am I going to get let down?
Yeah, something's going
to go crazy. Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah. Maybe next year.
Maybe next year. You are playing next year. I thought you were going to join the Dynasty League, but you should.
If they needed me, I would do
it. I for some reason I thought you were going to, but
yeah.
Oh well.
The FOMO is real, where I'm like, oh, I want to be a bit. I'm like, really,
well, you're already in.
Do I want? Yeah, like
it enough. I mean, you're not leaving this league.
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
So I mean, that
probably should.
That covers
saving $20 a year would be nice.
Yeah.
But.
It's like 1 month of Game Pass.
It's like fine. Half my Nintendo subscription.
Just cancel Game Pass or Nintendo subscription. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, we have a lot of video games on here, but I did want to mention something else. So I've had this incredible nightly routine recently that has just gotten me so relaxed. So
this month?
Recently.
Oh, okay.
Where I know we talked about this before with Bob Ross, which is like maybe the greatest thing to go to bed to.
Yeah.
But also I've added to the rotation Marco Pierre White.
I don't even know who that
he's
is.
A chef.
Okay.
Was a Michelin star chef. I think he had 3. He's the guy who like taught Gordon Ramsay.
Okay.
You know when it's like someone says, "Oh, it's your favorite ex's ex," like it's your favorite director's director.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So this is like that guy.
Okay.
He's like your favorite chef's chef.
Yeah.
And dude, the way he talks is so intelligent and calming, and why it's so crazy. I just love going to bed seeing him cook chips and tell me about stuff. I don't know. I can't describe it. Like horrible segment, but you got to look him up. He's so good. He's so good. Go to bed in one of his videos. You won't regret it.
I mean, that's very different from Gordon Ramsay. That's for sure. Yeah.
Well, he's like older now, so he was like insane.
Oh, okay. So he's
not
mellowed
insane,
out.
but intense.
Yeah,
he was intense, but he's so mellow now. But it's just so nice.
I just fall asleep to like Digital Foundry or the Retro Game Core, and that's
good too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good things. I had a little phase where I would fall asleep to like refurbishing things. specifically gaming consoles.
Yeah.
So there's like this PS2 one that's awesome, and they like speed it up, and when they're scrubbing it, it's so satisfying.
Yep.
It's so satisfying. I love that kind of stuff.
I like the old like music boxes that they'll like redo, and like this is like they have this like crazy coin, and every time that I think then like, oh, that looks way better. That like that's nice.
Yeah.
And there's like 20 more minutes of the video of them like, no, we're gonna buff this another 300 times, where it's like this is like new, and I'm like, holy cow, like.
It's amazing what they can do.
Buy something, I just buy a new one, right? Like throw the old one out, buy a new one. And it's like these people are like removing the inside felt of blah, 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 and like not throwing it away, but like deep cleaning it to then put it back. It's crazy. It's
also
cool.
super awesome just to see how things are built or like what's inside things.
The fact that you can restore stuff like that is the insane part.
Oh, yeah.
Like nowadays, it's like, once it's broken, it's like,
well, there was like a PS1 that was submerged in water and stuff, and they completely restored it, and it worked. How is that even possible?
Yeah,
I just couldn't even understand it because I thought it would like short out the motherboard.
Yeah,
but they
didn't do anything to the motherboard. They didn't like resolder like stuff in it or whatever.
I forget. They must have done something.
Yeah,
but they were able to like recharge it maybe or something. I don't know.
Huh.
It was crazy. Cool. Yeah, they got it to work, and it was super cool. Did you ever watch when you were a kid How It's Made, like on the Discovery Channel?
Here and there. Yeah,
that was always great too, and that's what it reminds me of, where it's you just things you don't think about.
Yeah,
the process on how they're made.
Yep,
but what's in them and how it's constructed was always really interesting.
And the fact that there's like a factory somewhere cranking those things out, which is insane too.
Well, we're so spoiled. It's like, oh, things just come and they're good.
Yeah.
And it's like unbelievable the whole process that we have built to not only build these items, but get them to us quickly, safely.
Yeah.
Most of the time. It's wild.
Yes.
So wild.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's what I've been falling asleep to. So if anyone has any suggestions on other soothing things to fall asleep to, I know a lot of people do white noise or maybe like sound effects, like rain. Rain's popular.
Yeah.
I like listening to someone.
Yeah. It helps calm my brain down if I'm like,
But they have to have a really nice cadence. So
Yeah.
Bob Ross and Marco Pierre White, great cadences.
Do you
for
ever
falling
go
asleep.
into the dark web Bob Ross AI?
I saw a little bit of that.
Yeah.
I actually saw a really interesting one where they put all of his paintings in like a quick time lapse.
Oh.
And I think the caption was something like Bob Ross was taking us on a journey or something.
Uh-huh.
And he did really similar like landscapes.
Yeah.
So, he got a lot of flack for that from true artists, quote unquote. Which is not the point of what he was trying to do at all, but whatever. So a lot of the scenes look similar, but when you did it through this time lapse, it looked like you were walking through these different biomes.
Oh, that's cool.
Like on a journey, because they would like start zooming in, because he would have somewhere there were like closer perspectives, even though you were still in the mountains. So it was like you were walking through.
Yeah,
it was very, very cool. I liked it.
That's I wonder if he actually was thinking about that, or if it just like was a
probably not.
Happy
but what if?
Yeah, right.
What if he's just smarter than? I love that kind of. I mean, it's like an archetype, right? Where it's like the wise fool. thing.
Yeah. Yep.
That's always like a fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a cliche, but it's still cool.
Yeah.
I think.
There's
a reason it's a cliche.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, all right. So you've been playing a lot of stuff here. I don't know what to start with, but I'd like to start with PowerWash Simulator 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe. Actually, maybe not.
It's very quick.
Okay, it's quick. Let's do that then.
So
one of your favorites.
One of my
PowerWash
one of my favorites. One of my favorites. I got really to PowerWash Simulator 1.
Yep.
Played a lot of that, like 100 plus hours of that, where you're just kind of washing dirt off of everything from vans to 40K mech suits and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
SpongeBob was in there.
So many
Tomb
crossovers.
Raider. Yeah, they did a lot.
Tomb Raider,
yeah. I
New
did
style or OG style?
That's a good question. I think the newer one, you don't see Tomb Raider, But it's like I washed her mansion and then I washed her like training course and stuff like that. So this one, I feel like they found out what people liked and how people used the game. And then they just kind of like went all in on that. So in the first game, you had to like pick different soaps to like, oh, I'm doing concrete. Cool. Let me break that out. And you had to purchase it and you only got a certain amount on your container. And like, once you're out and you had to buy more and stuff like that to like, you know, kind of simulating the washing bit. Now it's very arcadified where it's like, oh, you have a soap nozzle and you just spray soap wherever you want. And it's one soap for everything. And then you just hit it with any water, any power, and it just washes it away perfectly. And the only like kind of balancing thing is like after you do X amount of surface area, you can't spray any more until you wipe the other stuff away. So you can't just douse everything in soap and then do it quickly. I'm kind of okay with that. It's like way simplified, but like I like it. Like it's like that's not what I'm here for. I'm not really trying to figure out what soap works with what. But I have like the best in the sequel. I have like the best power washer and stuff, and you get it pretty quickly. Maybe like halfway through the game, you can afford like all the best stuff. And I'm at the point now where I'm just like, I'm reading like I have an audiobook going, and I'm just going through this audiobook as I'm power washing things.
Right.
And I've done like probably like over 24 areas, and they can go anywhere from like a tiny car, which takes you, 10-15 minutes, to like something that's like 2 hours to do like a planetarium or a theater or whatever. And I think that this one it's basically just kind of like a prettier-ish version of the first one. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't do a lot. It actually pulls some things away. I think it's a little bit better with your time, where like in the first game, you were like crawling around on the ground trying to get like under the car in some weird angle because like that was just the way that the dirt was and stuff. And I think they sanded a lot of those edges off where it's like, okay, they know what you're doing and they kind of just give it to you if you hit it a certain way. It's like, okay, you found like the angle you're supposed to hit it at. So that's all good. I think that it's very glitchy when it comes to using any type of like ladder, like climbing a ladder doesn't feel good and all of that stuff. Like it didn't really improve any of that. And I think in some ways it's actually kind of worse because it's like I've had things where you have like this like lift where you can like press up and it like lifts you up to, clean the roof or whatever. But then I've had it where like I can't lower it back down or I can't pick it up and move it somewhere. And then it's just like, well, either I got to reload or I got to figure out a clever way of like jumping on like a bunch of different things to get it. So I don't know. I think, did this thing need to be made? Probably not. Could you have just like tried to like give it a better engine or something like that? Like maybe, or could you have called it like PowerWash Simulator Remastered like they did with like Goat Simulator? Probably. All that being said, it's very fun. I'm still playing it, and like I was off this week, and like I'm like, oh, maybe I'll play Death Stranding or do all these things. Then I'm like, so I'm reading what was it? History, like
Ultimate History of Video Games, Volume 1.
Volume 1. It's
how many volumes are there? Two. Okay.
Yeah, and this takes you through PlayStation.
Just PlayStation.
Just PlayStation. Yeah. So
and there's only 2 volumes.
Only 2 volumes.
Is it PlayStation and Microsoft?
Well, no. So this starts at pinball.
That's not PlayStation.
I know. Well, no. Like PlayStation is the end of the book.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I thought you were saying it's just PlayStation.
Takes you from pinball and like the start of everything, all the way through the PlayStation 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is
now,
pinball a video game? I guess.
No, but it's the start of everything.
Yeah,
it's showing how like where all the inspiration comes from and stuff, which is crazy. And like they do it's such a good job like bridging everything. And basically, so that's a 24-hour book, audiobook. Wow. And I've just been listening to that the whole time. I have maybe like 4 hours left or something like that. So I've been playing this thing for like 20 hours of PowerWash Simulator 2. But I think your mileage will vary because it's like that is very much what I use this for, is like just something to keep my mind focused on the audiobook. very good in that respect. But as a game, it's like, well, like there's really no story. They have some story bubbles, but like nothing is. It's literally PowerWash Simulator 1, just like with better graphics. So all of that being said, it's hard. Like I know I was doing Strange Horticulture and Strange Antiquities and stuff, and I gave it a 79 because it was like, well, it's kind of the same thing. It doesn't really do anything. I think I'm about there with this game too.
Oh, wow.
Where it makes some things easier, but like you would think that it would be a little less janky, and it's really not. It's kind of the same thing. So I don't think it like, I don't want to like poo-poo it because there's a ton of content there, and but at the same time, it's like I feel like kind of everything you've already done. Like I like all the locations and everything is really neat, but like, kind of saw it already. It's just more of the same stuff. But it's on Game Pass, so it's one of those like,
it's hard to beat.
Yeah, free, sequel, whatever. But
I guess the question becomes, like, what would you want to see from PowerWash Simulator 2? If you could have gotten everything you wanted, what would that game look like? It's tough because I think you're right where a lot of people used it in this specific way.
Yeah,
as kind of a background game. So, you don't want to add too many features or anything or make things more complex.
It's hard to explain, but I think it really comes down to like there are certain levels where you need to use a ladder or you need to use a lift or you have to get at like certain angles.
There's some object.
Which is fine, but it's such a pain in the butt to do those things. And because it's janky and doesn't feel good, like I hate doing that. So like if I go into a level and it's like, oh, I automatically know I'm going to have to use like the ladder or something, I'm like, I already know I'm going to hate this level because it's like, it's miserable to do. But that was the same as the first one.
So bad it is.
Yeah. So it's like,
well, that's interesting because you love the first one.
Well, yeah, but I loved it. It was novel. I love it as much as I love this one. But like when it comes to actually
the first one like a 90
movement,
something.
Did I? Well,
I can check.
It was novel. I don't know if you should check that.
I absolutely should.
Okay,
keep going.
Well, now I'm rectifying that a little bit. Did I give it 90? I don't think.
I think
90.
I think.
Man. All right. Well,
I hope you did.
It doesn't deserve a 90. I'm kind of going back a little bit on it.
Keep going though, man.
No, that's it. So I think a 79 is fair. I think it's definitely silver. I think it's a good game. But I don't think it's like if you had a choice between this or PowerWash Simulator 1, I don't know that this does anything that's like, oh my gosh, you have to get the sequel over the first one.
89.
Okay. All right.
I mean, that's still solid.
But okay, but here's the thing.
Still solid.
But this is
it's in gold.
I think it's a solid. Like the first one was a solid game.
Of course,
tons of content there. Very novel.
Yes.
You come out with a sequel. You had early access and like a lot of the
minus 10 points.
Yeah, I mean, you had how long? Like whenever that game came out, right? Like
22.
Yeah, but it was in early access forever, right? So like whenever he did that, it was like that was 1.0.
Yep.
So it's like you had years and years and years of this stuff. Mm-hmm. And like the water effects look cool, but like not so much that you deserve like increased score, right? So yeah, I think 79 is fair. Cool. It's a fun game. If you like the first one, you're going to like this one.
Right.
I think some of the frustrations from the first game are nullified in this. However, I think it has new frustrations of its own. So
makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. 79.
Yeah.
That's not a bad score.
Yeah.
It's right. Solid.
If you like video game history, the volume 1's pretty good. It's a little dry in the beginning because like pinball, but
I like pinball.
I just got to the point where Nintendo and Sega are duking it out. And it's like, we're giving Nintendo a lot of crap nowadays with like, oh, this isn't like customer friendly, or Nintendo seems to be like, dude, they've been like this forever. Like when when you're actually like looking at all the history of it and like what they did and how they did things and stuff, like it's like they had all of these publishing deals in place where like, hey, you can't publish on our system more than 5 games a year or whatever, because our Atari was doing it and they were just throwing out all kinds of crap, and that's what eventually killed them. So Nintendo was like super strict. They were basically the Apple of like video games, like super strict and all that stuff. But it's fascinating, and I'm very excited for. I do have Volume 2, which is then going to take you through like to current day stuff. So we'll see. But
yeah, very interesting. Are you going to be reviewing that or a possible?
Maybe.
Possible
maybe.
tidbit.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Right up. I don't want to commit you to anything.
No, I don't want to commit to that because it's like people should just read the book at that point.
Sure.
And I do give this guy a lot of credit because he's also giving other books. So he'll be like, and the NES came out in New York at blah, 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 blah. For a full accounting of this, like the whole history of NES. Then he's like, go read this book.
Oh, wow.
So like if I wanted to, I could be like, oh, I'm reading this kind of like history of it. And then if I read every like offshoot book as he's explaining it, it would take me a year just to do that. But it's very interesting.
Yeah, no, it's fascinating. I mean, it's a lengthy history.
Yeah.
24 hours.
Dude, I love how everyone was just like, yeah, video games are dead. Everyone hates, like, this is ridiculous. I mean, they were talking about, like, do you remember Teddy Ruxpin? Have you heard about that? No. It's like an animatronic bear. They're talking about Chuck E. Cheese. They're talking about arcade machine. Like, it's very comprehensive.
Wow.
On how guys, like, got around things and what they did and kind of, like, backhanded stuff, but then also, like, it's very, for lack of a better term, like incestuous, where it's like, oh, yeah, these guys worked for Atari, and now they're working for Nintendo, and now they're working for... It's just like they're all like that small group.
Yep.
And everybody just underestimated everyone. Like they're like, the Game Boy, that's ridiculous. Our screen is faster and better and sharper and whatever, and Nintendo just...
destroyed everyone.
Yeah, just absolutely trounces them. So it's very, very cool. Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of systems, Steam Machine announced.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Wish it was a Steam Deck. But
well, of course, you're in your handheld phase of life.
I am.
It's interesting.
I'm excited to see what it comes.
I don't think we got a price point yet.
No price point.
Yeah, which I hate, by the way, when you're like,
it's got to be cheaper.
Something.
It's got to be cheaper than PlayStation 5 and Series X because it's around that power. From what I understand, maybe a little less.
Really, I've heard people speculating 800 ish.
If it's 800, then it's like then you lose. Like it's not. There's not a point for that.
I mean, I don't have a lot of faith in Steam. Doesn't have a good track record of consoles.
So yes, but Steam Deck, they didn't have Steam OS for that, right? Like so they've kind of come into that a little bit. Mm-hmm. And if you look at all of the other handhelds in the marketplace, everyone keeps going back to like, man, if it just had Steam OS. Oh man, if it was just as simple as Valve made it or whatever.
Right.
So if
with the ROG?
Yeah. I mean, like the ROG's good, but it's still running all of the stuff in the background.
Right.
So like while ROG is like, oh, hey, you can run all of these. It's Windows, so you can like run all of the other platforms.
Right.
And Steam is just Steam.
Yeah.
But there is kind of this thing where it's like, yeah, boots into Steam. It works really well. If you have all your Steam games on there, it works really good.
Right.
So to have this console, which they're saying is 6 times more powerful than the Steam Deck, and the Steam Deck can run pretty decently, like overall. Like it's very old at this point, so like it's not going to be like amazing, but I think it would be because it's not meant to be plugged into the TV. It can, but the Steam Deck is not great for that. This is basically saying, hey, you can be 4K and you can go up to 60 frames and you can do all this other stuff. And obviously they're using a lot of like AI super sampling as everyone is.
I mean, the goal is to get to that point so you can use it in marketing, right?
Right.
It's very much like the Switch.
It's
in that regard, in my opinion.
I think the biggest issue I have with Steam, like the Steam Deck, is there's a lot of tinkering still. Right. Like you still have to adjust settings. Not every game works and all that stuff, which you have on all handhelds.
I'm sorry, you said the Steam Deck.
The Steam Deck.
Yes.
So then this is like, okay, hopefully it's less tinkering because it's like, all right, it's more powerful, which should just be able to run stuff.
Right.
But the problem is to call this, like, and Valve's not calling it a console. It's like kind of this midpoint. But like if they're trying to breach into the console space, but you're still tweaking settings and messing with it and stuff, I don't know how console players are going to like gravitate towards that. Right. Because if your console that you're putting out is not actually more power, like to my understanding, it's not hitting like PS5 5 Pro or anything like that. Like it's effectively current gen, maybe slightly less, but it might run better because of you can actually tweak settings and stuff, which you can't on console.
Right.
So it's like, let's say, for sake of argument, you can get it to Series X and PlayStation level performance.
Sure.
Cool, but like, why wouldn't you just buy
100%
the console at that point?
The games are going to be much more optimized for those systems.
In theory, yes. Now, if you want
this, because you're buying PC version,
right? But like PC does have a little bit more. Like you could, I guess what I'm saying
flexibility, but in our recent history,
yes, exactly, 100%.
Like we're getting smoked by the console players.
But the thing that you're bringing into the market, and this is why I'm actually very excited for Valve, is you can use any controller. Like you want Xbox, you want PlayStation.
It's always a plus. Their controller, by the way, sorry.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah, I mean,
it has like the little track pads and
which Steam Deck has.
Yeah.
It's literally Steam. I don't know if you ever saw the original Steam controller, which was really weird and did not work really well.
Yes, I do remember that. That was interesting.
Some people loved it, but this is essentially just take the Steam Deck, remove the screen, and here's your controller.
It seems a little bulky and a lot going on.
Yeah.
To me, but I don't know. I'd have to obviously hold it.
The idea is you can play PC games without so. But you can play like your PlayStation exclusive games and your Xbox exclusive games, and your pick your controller and it basically.
How can you do that?
Well, so for Xbox, like you're not getting God of War on Xbox. So if you bought an Xbox Series X,
right,
you got to buy a PlayStation as well to play both of those.
Right.
But if you bought the Steam Deck, now you have Gears of War and you have God of War and you have Halo.
Well, okay, so God of War delayed.
What do you mean?
Well, it's a PlayStation exclusive.
Oh,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is
on PC.
Right, but they're out now. So like if you're like, okay, hey, I want to play the newer games
retroactively,
yes,
yes, gotcha. I'm sorry, I always think present.
Yeah, but
which is I don't think what most people do. Most people probably play older games, I would say.
Well, from what they're saying is like when they're looking at the data that they're on, like how people are using their Steam Deck, on how like what graphics people are using on, like most people are using it 1080, not 4K,
right? Stuff
like that.
Well, I think you always want most of the time performance over visual fidelity. To some extent,
you would think
you need it to a certain point, and I don't know. Maybe that's not true.
I guess what they're banking on is if a game is well optimized for a console, it should be well optimized for them, right?
But that's just not been our experience at all,
right? Well, I shouldn't say that. I should say if a developer is optimizing well. Like if they optimize their game well, like if it's a good developer, like if it's running well on a PC,
like Hades too.
Exactly, it will run really well on Steam Deck.
Seems like the exception.
Yeah, nowadays, sure, yeah. But I think that's part of it. Is like while it's not like, let me put it this way: Steam Machine is not going to brute force your stuff and say that every game you have running is going to be at 60 frames. It's just not a thing. Digital Foundry was even questioning like, okay, like you put freaking Monster Hunter on that thing, is it even going to run, right? Because it only has like, I think 8 gigs of
Monster
VRAM.
Hunter is pretty demanding.
Yeah. So it's like when you start looking at all that stuff, you're kind of trading different things.
And you got to consider that's the baseline here. Like games are only going to get more demanding theoretically.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't have a lot of confidence in it.
I have more confidence than the original Steam Machine. Like I was still working at GameStop when those things were getting put out there.
That's a long time ago.
They didn't have the software. They didn't have the games because nothing was like. Now they have like literally a layer that like translates games into Linux. So it's like a lot more compatibility. I can play just about roughly every Steam game I own, more or less. So I think it's way better now. And then when you start adding in the fact of like, okay, let's, again, for sake of argument, let's call this thing $800. It's like, man, that's really expensive. It is, but now you unlock your Steam sales and, all these games that are like $30, $40 on console, now you can get them for like $5 on Steam.
Right.
So I think that might help too.
That's a good point.
If you have your Steam Deck, so like let's say I got the Steam Machine, I have my Steam Deck. If I put games on that SD card, I just pop the SD card out, plug it into the Steam machine and everything just transfers automatically with it. You can stream from your PCs. You can do all that stuff. So it's like, if they get it to where you don't have to fiddle, like if you just hit the power button and it just comes on and you're good and you just jump right in, and if you can get that type of console experience, I think that's going to be huge. And you got to think too, I mean, that's what Microsoft's doing, right? Like their next console is going to be more of a Windows PC anyway.
Well, that's what that's where my head's at. I think it's going to be very dependent on Microsoft, what that looks like. Yep. I know that we're seemingly in a stage where we're bridging that gap between console and PC. So that's going to be very telling in terms of the future. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, PlayStation, I was telling you about this. They had that state of play, which was, I think, more about the console itself and kind of the future, where Sony's at. I didn't watch it, but I read a little bit about what was going on. So essentially they were saying, hey, we have full confidence in the PlayStation 5. I think they just surpassed or are getting close to surpassing PS4 sales for PS5. So their install base is pretty large now, right? Because PS4 was a very large install base, and that was a lot of the problems that they were having early on in terms of their exclusives. Mm-hmm. Like games that were PS5 exclusives were very much underperforming the ones that were hybrid, and still had that PS4 install base. So they're saying they're halfway through their life cycle, which I know you kind of rolled your eyes at. So we'll see about that. But that was interesting. I do think the Pro, hardware wise, very good from everything I've seen in terms of reviews for it. I don't know price point if it's worth it, but
yeah,
that's interesting. They seem committed to the console, and I'm curious about the exclusivity stuff. It seems like developers are very much going away from that, and they want to be on everything.
But Sony is still clinging to it.
It's like, what else do they have, right?
So is Nintendo. Well, right, but like they...
Well, Nintendo, I never even consider Nintendo in the same...
Right.
I don't want to say league because they're very good in terms of like, how they're doing, but it's so different. It's like they're playing a different game.
So, I mean, when you look at Sony and like what games came out, you have Microsoft that was releasing like, your Gears of War and your Halo and all that stuff. And it's like the top whatever games on Sony's thing for the month. It was just all Xbox games because everyone's just like buying the So it's like they have to be looking at that.
Yeah.
But then it's like on the same time, do they double down and not put them out on other platforms? Because when you look at like things like the Steam Deck, it's like, okay, well, like, do you even need a PlayStation and an Xbox and all that stuff? Because like I don't have an Xbox because I have a PC, and Xbox has said that, where it's like, okay, well, you have a PC, you're good. Here's everything.
Right.
So like, does PlayStation have to kind of roll that back, or do they just say, whatever, we're just gonna get the money for it?
Because they haven't set themselves up in a position. I mean, they can still develop games, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're obviously very involved with that and very successful with that. They haven't positioned themselves, though, in my opinion, and obviously take this with a grain of salt because I know nothing about anything, but Microsoft seemingly has pivoted to the Game Pass model and this PC bridge model where like they're they've seemingly given up on that battle that was there, where it was all about console exclusivity, whose main character can beat the other one, pretty much. Like, it feels like that era is definitely over. Like Halo is pretty dead, Gears is pretty dead.
Yep.
What else does Microsoft even have? Those are like the two main ones.
I mean, Halo, I think this month or next month or whatever, officially have stopped development on Infinite, right? So now they're working on the remaster from the first one. And,
Well, and that's their next big thing we have to look forward to is Halo 1 in Unreal 5.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so toast.
I called that.
I know you did, but it's
7 months ago, and it's like that's their way to get in with the new.
Well, they're not innovating at all. I mean, there's just no new IP.
I mean,
that's worthwhile. I'm sure there are things, but Sony is just much better in that category.
Even the Steam Machine kind of commercial was saying like, oh, you want to put another operating system on? Sure, it's a PC. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
in their marketing material, like where it's like, hey, we have this operating system, but like you want something else, go for it.
Yep.
So like, let's say Microsoft really does well with their, Xbox experience or whatever, which I tried it on Kyle's machine and it was like fine. But like, honestly, I think the Steam OS might actually be snappier than it, which was not how it seemed like on reviews and things like that. So I don't know what was going on there, but there's no reason why Microsoft couldn't. You could just put Windows on that machine and see how that runs. Right. It might run better. Like people will test that. And this is poking kind of through the ice and just saying like, hey, we're here too. I'm not thinking that this is going to like be like this revolutionary thing, but is this the first step?
Right.
I think so. Like if they can make it simplified, that's what I want, right? Like that's what I'm looking for. As long as the game runs,
right?
Like and we'll get to Call of Duty and Battle, but like I'm aside from tweaking controls now for like mouse and keyboard and stuff, I'm really not messing with settings too much. Like I'm like, okay, let's see how it runs right out of the box. Oh, it's over 60. Great, I'm not touching it. It's fine, right?
Interesting.
I don't have a brand new computer. Obviously, I know that like you want to max everything out and make sure it runs really well. I mean, we've talked about this at length, but like I'm past that. Now it's like, does it run? Am I enjoying this? Cool. That's the mindset of a gamer. It just works. You just plug it in, or not gamer, a console gamer. It's just like it works. It's quick. It's like
right.
So I'm basically a console gamer at this point.
Oh yeah,
right.
I didn't want to say it, but
yeah, no, it's like it's fine.
Devolved,
but PC Master Race used to mean something when it was like, oh, look what I can push on my computer. But now it's like nothing works.
Well,
right?
The problem is you have to wait 5 years.
Yeah.
And now I can be like, dude, look how awesome Night City looks.
Yeah, I can brute force it. Yeah.
But the problem is it came out 5 years ago.
But that's my point now. Is
it's
look like
incredible, by the way.
I think and Steam Deck does this to some extent where games will have a Steam Deck profile where like all the settings are tuned to it and it'll say Steam Deck verified and whatever. So now Steam Machine will have that. So all your games will be like, hey, this will run really, really well, or this will run except the text will be small, or this.
And you find optimized. That to be pretty accurate?
Pretty accurate.
Okay,
yeah,
that's good.
So I think that if they set that up and it becomes this thing, which Microsoft's doing the exact same thing. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze.
Okay.
You're going to get to the point where developers, as they're developing for the Xbox, and you have Series X and Series S, and they're developing for those specs and PlayStation and stuff. If they can say, okay, we're going to have a Steam machine, it's custom hardware, we know what the hardware is, we know that anyone that has a Steam machine is going to have this spec, they can have settings for that automatically launch and automatically, like it's going to take time for developers to like naturally do that.
Sure.
But like Steam Deck, it's kind of there. Like it's kind of working.
I don't know. I just don't have a lot of confidence in PC optimization. And I think you got to think about too, GTA 6.
Yeah.
Coming out on consoles.
Sure.
I mean, that's huge.
Sure. Yeah, well, it got pushed again.
Well, yes, but
it's not coming out next year.
I understand. Well,
you guys rolled your eyes at me when I said it wasn't coming out this year.
I know.
And it got pushed, and then it got pushed again. I'm like,
maybe,
it's still not coming out
maybe it'll
next
actually
year.
never come out.
It'll come out
it's
in 2027.
Fugazi.
Well, people are saying like, yeah, does it start messing with the console?
Well, this is what I'm saying. It's like it's coming out on consoles first.
Yeah.
That is going to dictate sales of consoles. That's how big this game is.
Yeah.
People are going to buy consoles for this game.
Yes.
That crushes the Steam machine, dude. I mean, that's a big factor. Why would I spend potentially $800 on this thing that's not even going to play GTA 5?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think in the mind of a console gamer, man.
Well, I think this is partially why I think PlayStation's full of crap, right? So
with the PS5?
With the PS5 being halfway through its life cycle, because all Microsoft has to do is say, hey, new Xbox coming in 2027.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, it's going to run GTA 6 at 60 frames or make it look way better than PlayStation Pro.
Right.
And then what's Sony going to do?
Cry.
Right? Yeah. And look,
PlayStation Pro 5 Pro is pretty good though.
No, it is.
PSSR upscaling that they have. I mean, Digital Foundry has a whole thing on this, but it is pretty impressive for...
Which is an AMD tech, right?
Yes.
So, like, that's what's in the Steam Deck. So, like...
Oh, AMD is...
Yeah.
doing it's the AMD is fighting way above its weight.
They've cornered the console market for a long time, like
100%.
They're
just great at that mid-range hardware. They just thrive there,
right? But when you look at all that stuff, people want smaller. They want portable. They want and that's just what the market is.
I want bigger.
Yeah, well,
louder.
With looking at your car, like it's like that's like
I live in the wrong time.
But what I'm saying is like games are not going to keep being these like high fidelity. Like we'll get there eventually.
Yeah, I see. But what you're saying.
You're gonna have a place. And I know we were talking like, hey, your next console or PC or whatever is going to be a handheld. You just bought a brand new state of the art computer.
Yeah.
So you got another 5 to 10 years easy on that thing.
My last one was a 4-year life cycle.
Well, this is, I mean, you didn't have the top of the line whenever you bought that. There was another generation whenever you bought that. Because you got a 3080.
I got a 3080. Yeah, I guess there was a TI and a 3090.
Yeah.
Fair.
So like this is like top of the line. This
is
like,
big.
Yeah.
It's also very hard to move my computer. It's bigger than Penny.
But what I'm saying is like look at how far it's come in only the past 5 years.
Yes.
Add another 5 years on top of that, and with all the advancements in AI and the upscaling and all this other stuff, like you're gonna have a PS5 Pro in your hands at some point, where it's like that's just gonna be the thing, and people are gonna like, hey, yes, it might not be able to be as powerful or whatever as like the 1290 Ti or whatever it is at that point.
Oh my god!
But
so you have to install onto your house.
But if no one's optimizing games for it, and if everyone's looking at the Steam Deck or the Steam Machine or the Xbox Portable or whatever they're coming out with, or the Switch 3 or whatever, it's like, what's the point? Yeah,
that's totally fair. I mean, it is. Look, I mean, that's why I want to cry every day, is because I have this beautiful machine that there's only a handful of things that truly make it worth it, quote unquote. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is the interesting thing. We were talking about this, I don't think on the show, but how many games, like we're going to see the Game of the Year nominees.
Yep.
How many of those games, like there's a good chance that 2/3 of those are under $70.
Yep.
Not AAA.
Yeah.
Huge studios.
Yes.
I mean, like a fantastic chance.
And I would bet you most of them, barring the exclusive, like PlayStation exclusive stuff like Death Stranding or whatever, but I would say most of them can run very well on Steam Deck. Yeah,
most of them are incredibly optimized.
Yeah.
I would say that's totally fair.
Yeah.
So, is that not telling at where we're at? Where I was texting you this, we were hearing games have to go from 60 to 70. That's where the market's at. It's so expensive to make. It's like, no, actually not. Actually, the best games are not $70.
Yeah.
Even look at Arc Raiders.
They're 20. They're
Arc
30,
Raiders is 40.
Yeah.
So even if you're going to put Arc Raiders as a dark horse in this conversation of best game this year, not 70.
Yep.
I mean, yes, they have additional monetization, of course, through a store and stuff, but it's not $70.
Right.
I mean,
they're
it's
earning
crazy.
it. There's a difference between paying 70 outright and then having to pay more money on top of that for all your battle pass, or paying 40 and then saying, hey, this game's really good, I'll pay more money because I'm enjoying it so much. There's a big difference.
Well, I mean, I played one night, we had a really good time, and I already want to buy a jumpsuit because I really like the cosmetic. Well, they look sick.
Sure.
It's like something, I mean, look, if you're going to invest time in it, I have no problem.
Yeah.
I know everyone hates microtransactions no matter what, and this is a little different because you are paying $40 and then it's on top of that. So I guess my justification is, all right, I'm allowed to spend $30 in microtransactions so that I get to where this game probably should have been priced. But I mean, you look at a game like League of Legends, for example, right, where I'm putting so much time into this. I enjoy this so much.
Yeah.
I want to look nice. I want to support what this is doing. Not that they need it.
Yeah.
But I have no problem with that model. I think that's smart. If you have a quality product, and you have a truly cosmetic system that you're paying for nothing that affects gameplay, there's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion.
I agree.
So I know people, they hear microtransaction, they just instantly are like, this is the worst.
Yeah.
Because like, I get it. We came from an era where that didn't exist and games were finished and we had online modes and It was just fun. Now there was a little that I remember we were talking about the other episode, Call of Duty like had map packs. So it's not like this is totally new.
Yeah, but the map pack was $15 and you got like 5 maps and it was like, okay, like
$15.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
that's what I mean. Now that's a skin, there's a big difference there.
I know. Well, yes, of course. I'm just saying, I mean, look, Oblivion fucked it all up for us.
It all started with the horse
one
armor,
horse, and they had the gall to put that back. And
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Good for them.
I think
good for them.
As microtransaction in that.
Yeah, I love that.
It was a decent remaster remaster.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm curious. I think a lot of this is going to hinge on Microsoft's decision. I don't have a lot of confidence in the Steam machine. To put a cap on my thoughts on it, but you might be right. Maybe this is where a stepping stone, where this is walking, someone else can run.
I think the last thing I'll say on it is a rising tide lifts all ships, right?
Sure.
So Steam machine's the first to market.
Yep.
Let's call it first to market.
Yep.
Like, hey, it's a console kind of whatever.
Hybrid.
Do what you want. They're preaching freedom because it's like use your controller, play the game, whatever.
Yep.
I think Microsoft has a vested interest in making sure that Steam machine works and catches on. Because if that's
really,
I think if they're planning on putting out a Microsoft box, like a Windows box, and going that route and taking the ROG Ally and kind of like that's their next system, right? Like that's the rumors and what they're talking about. I think that Microsoft will do everything in their power to make like something as simple as, oh, guess what? Here's your Game Pass app for Steam. Now have all your Game Pass games and go through Steam or whatever. And like you can kind of push and pull, but like if Microsoft is going to, do what they're preaching, where it's like, oh yeah, like play whatever you want, wherever you want, whatever. I would not be surprised within, honestly, a year for that, or like I guess a year from whenever Steam Machines launched, for Microsoft to come out and say like, okay, yep, here's the Game Pass, like run whatever you want, or
on
like
Steam Machine.
Figure out how to make that work.
I guess
because
I just think they want Windows though. They want Windows to be the predominant
absolutely.
platform.
But you can't have everything, right? So like,
system.
I think
but
if they look like they're playing nice with them, right? And they're saying, okay, hey, here you go, like bump up Steam Machine. Steam Machine is now the Series S, right? Like the kind of entry level, here's where you are. And then Microsoft has a thing to jump on where it's like, okay, like you can play everything you want there, no problem. If you're ready to kind of go to the big leagues and spend $1,200 on a system now, here's your computer. It's a little bit bigger, but it's a lot more powerful. It's going to get you the 4K. It's going to get you guaranteed 6, like whatever they want to market it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that as a concept, that people are just going to be okay with like effectively buying a computer, where it's like I'm not buying a console, I'm really buying a computer, but I have like the charade that it's a console, right? Because it's like it's a friendly user interface. I think if they just kind of let Steam do that and let them be the guinea pigs, but still kind of prop them up whenever they're ready to launch their next thing in 2027, 28, whatever, I think it's going to be more palatable for people because they've already seen it with Steam, and people have already said, oh yeah, this is good, or oh okay, yeah, like it maybe it didn't launch perfectly, but now like, Steam Deck was like, yeah, it's fine, it's a little buggy. Now it's like everyone says Steam Deck's the best out of all the handhelds, when it's like, it might not be the most powerful, but when the software and the way it works and everything is just like, it's just really good. I could see it happening, I guess is what I'm saying. So like,
all right.
I wouldn't just discount it where it's like, oh, they already tried this isn't going to work. I think they've come a long way since
that's what I've been hearing too.
Ago,
I think PC Gamer had something out on that today that I saw, where the premise of the article was, I was there for the first Steam machine.
Yeah.
This is not that, right?
But when you're looking at Steam and what they like, the different things they come out with, like with like the Steam Link, that was a tiny little box that like worked really well.
Yeah.
Now that's part of it, where it's like, if you are a PC gamer, here now you have a tiny little box cube that like goes onto your TV and it runs really well. Like it's part of it. Like I think it's not going to be like the end all be all, but I think it is going to be a meaningful first step into the next evolution of what video games are, which is one stone's throw away from eventually we're going to be streaming everything anyway.
That is
like, you don't need power. You need like, okay, how do you get people comfortable and then just start, hey, you don't even need a box anymore. It's just in your TV.
Right. We'll see what happens. It's interesting. We are in an interesting point in the gaming timeline.
I mean, just a lot of what they have looks interesting. And the fact you can be like, oh, hey, here's a new hard drive. Here's whatever. Like, tell you what, you can pump out a new Steam machine a lot faster than you can a PlayStation 7, or a 6 or whatever.
Definitely.
I think that will hurt them, though. So for me, like, I think if you come out with a Steam machine, you keep that thing for, even if it's a shortened console cycle, but like you keep it for 5-6 years. You don't keep every year putting out a new one.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
Right.
Like, you'll get there eventually. It'll be like a new phone, right? Like, you just get the new best box.
Wow. Okay.
But it'll be like swapping out, like, here's a new graphics card that you just gotta like put in. Like, I think that's where it will go.
Interesting. Okay.
And eventually everyone's just gonna be leasing their Steam machine like a phone.
I hate that. I don't like that at all.
Neither do I, but that's
awful.
That's
I know
what
it's the
people
culture.
do.
Really, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I just hate that. Mm-hmm. I like owning things.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's depressing. All okay. Speaking of depressing, Black Ops 7 story.
Yeah.
Is listed on here.
Yeah.
Give me a rundown. You didn't seem too thrilled.
I downloaded Black Ops 7.
Yeah. Game Pass.
It was like 200 gigs, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. Right?
You could not find it.
I couldn't find the game because I'm like, this is Call of Duty. Why is this not like plastered all over your Xbox app on PC?
Yeah, that is interesting.
So I was like,
on the front
maybe it
page.
didn't release or whatever. So I now it is popping up, but it was like, it was midnight and it's still
right.
So this morning I downloaded it, and it was the cross-gen thing or whatever. So it's like, it says Black Ops 7. It's like cross-gen bundle or whatever.
Okay.
And I had to uncheck like 15 things of like, no, I don't want Warzone, and I don't want Modern Warfare 3 and 2 and all of the map packs and all. Like, it's like, holy crap.
Yeah, they're trying to Trojan horse you.
And the crazy thing is, there's a bunch. It's not like, here's all of 7, here's all of 3, here's all of 2. It's like, it's all interspersed, because I guess it was probably like alphabetical or something. It was annoying. So I got it down to like maybe 109 gigs. Basically, just, right. And started it up, and then immediately it was like, okay, we got to restart your thing. I'm like, okay, this crap again.
Yeah, how many windows did you have to go through before?
So I didn't have to. Like, once I loaded it and it redid the shaders and everything, and I loaded the game up again, I clicked on Black Ops 7. It took me to Black Ops 7.
Wow. The innovation.
And the campaign was just there. It was
good. No way.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So,
I wonder if you went to multiplayer, you'd have to go to
I don't know. We'll find out.
They might have just switched it around on you.
What they do now is it's co-op campaign. They only say campaign. It says co-op campaign, multiplayer, zombies.
Okay.
Those are your 3 options.
Okay.
So I did co-op campaign. I had to toggle off, fill my squad. So the whole thing is it's a 4-player squad, which is it pulls you out of it when all the cutscenes, it's 4 guys, and then you go in and you don't even get the CPU controlled guys. It's just you by yourself.
Oh.
Yeah, because they want you to play with people.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Interesting.
Went through, I want to say probably halfway.
Wow. So you put some time into it.
I put some time into it.
Yeah.
The intro was really cool. I think everything's really like voice acted well and everything. I'm like, oh, this is okay. Like, why are they not into this? Like, this is interesting. And kind of like I was talking about with Black Ops 6 is like, you get hit with the spoilers. Like, you get with like a nerve agent gas from 6, which was like 40 years ago or whatever it was, and all this stuff. And now you're just hallucinating out of your butt. Like, it's like they had all these ideas for like different levels and stuff, and they're like, I don't know, now you're in a jungle. Okay, I don't know, now you're in shoot the vines. Okay, now like you're gonna fight bosses, and there's like a big like piranha plant, which it was in the trailer. It's like you're like in this like terrible acid trip like dream state thing, and it's like wild. Like it because it's like, okay, you want to be, weird. Like Black Ops is the weird game, that's fine, but like there was like grounded weird with a cool twist, and now there's like futuristic like whatever, weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got halfway through it, and I'm like, I really don't think that they could do anything here that would like suddenly like revitalize my interest in what is happening here. Maps are way too big. I could brute force a lot of the stuff where I'm just like running and I'm like, oh, if I get to that switch and hit F, I know I'm going to get into a cutscene. So I'll just like run through all the guys, just like throwing, because it has the armor plate, like the Warzone armor plate thing, which is funny because it's the exact same animation as Battlefield, which Battlefield ripped it off, but it's like, okay, I just did all of this. But I'm just running through stuff, throw a bunch of smoke grenades or like make myself invisible and get to the thing. Okay, cutscene. Okay, cutscene. Okay, cutscene. And it's like, cutscenes are really well done, but the gameplay is just like, all right, like, what are we doing here? So I got halfway through and I was like, maybe I'll just see online if there's like story explained on YouTube. Sure enough, it's like, here's the ending explained. And they went through like quick beats of the story. And I'm like, oh, like from where I'm at in the campaign to like the end, nothing happens. So they're like, oh, and here's the quote unquote twist is like, you know, this thing happens. It's not even really a twist. It's like you can see it coming a mile away. And I got there and it's like, and then you beat the bad guy. And it's like, what? Okay. And that's it. And it's just like it. And the guy, like, it was a 15-minute video just to say, out of all the Black Ops games, this is pretty straightforward. Like, it's like they're either setting up a cliffhanger for like DLC or something like that. It was like, man. All that being said, I will say gunplay, pretty crispy. I like it. It feels really good. To the point of like, you know how Battlefield feels really good? This is like even more tuned in. So like, I think if I go back to Battlefield now, it's going to feel a little more loosey-goosey. I still prefer Battlefield, but this one is like, the sound effects really good. The hit registration's really good, but everyone's a bullet sponge. Everyone has shields and whatever. It's like the most bland, and that's crazy to say because it's like you're literally fighting a piranha plant. And I'm like, this is boring. Like, it's like, it's just like not what I wanted.
Well, it just goes to show that the idea itself isn't enough. Like, you have to execute,
super rushed.
Right?
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
We saw this coming from a mile away. I don't think this should surprise anyone. In my opinion, I mean, Battlefield, it just, everyone knew it was going to eat it. Call of Duty's lunch. They were just so prepared.
Maybe I missed it, but there is no like previously on or anything like that. So it's like someone that just is jumping in. It's like,
they just
dude,
assumed the ego.
Why do you care about Frank Woods? Why do you care about Alex Mason? Why do you care? Like, even playing the game and pretending you don't know anything because I didn't remember half the stuff that went down. I'm like, oh, you're
still talking about Woods?
Yeah, I mean, he's Black Ops, right? Like, you know.
Yeah, I guess so.
The bad guy from Black Ops 2 is like, it's back, and it's like, okay.
Remember
like,
this one where everyone liked it?
Didn't remember. No. I killed him in the 2. Like, I guess I could have assumed, but like,
yeah, don't you get a choice or something in 2?
I don't know. Yeah, like technically,
that was the one where they started having
canonically you killed
choices. Well, that's the problem with having choice. It's like you better.
I liked 2 a lot, of course, for what they did, but like this is
2 is the last good Black Ops, in my opinion. It was the end of the golden age of Call of Duty.
Well, everything in 3, because 3 actually comes after 7, and now you're starting to get like, because it goes like Black Ops 1, 2, or I'm sorry, Black Ops 1, Cold War, 2, 7, 2. This guy said it. Then, something like 4, 3, like it was like this weird, like what are you
crazy
doing? Yeah,
that's
like,
a gnarly timeline.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
I know 6 is like what, Cold War-esque?
Yeah, 6 is 40 years before this one.
Oh man, that's a mess. All right, so you're not recommending it?
To play the campaign? No.
Have you didn't do any multiplayer?
I didn't do multiplayer yet. I'll play if someone plays multiplayer, but like I don't.
I'd just play Battlefield.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is like I don't really have a.
It's on Game Pass though. I could just try it. Although it's a lot of.
There's a grappling hook.
A lot of downloading.
So there's that. Yeah.
For knowing I'm not going to enjoy something.
100 gigs of. Yeah. Well, actually, if you just do the multiplayer, you can probably get away with like 60, 70 gigs maybe.
Sure.
But I was, man, that's what I did today. And I'm like, I probably wasted my day. I could have power washed something at that point.
Well, you jumped on one for us. We appreciate you.
I tried. It's it's Call of Duty. It feels good, but it's like,
dude, I mean,
not what I want. And then honestly, I'm kind of afraid to go to matchmaking because it took the skill match based stuff. What? Now it's just like the skill based matchmaking.
Yeah,
it's gone.
Oh, interesting.
Like you can go to like a very specific lobby for it if you want that.
Okay,
but they got rid of it on like the default. So like you can get put in with like the sweatiest of players and the 4-year-olds that just grab their dad's controllers. So it's like, I don't know. People like wanted that. Like I don't.
Yeah. Well,
the UI is also very bad.
Well, that's
shocker. Yeah.
Given.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
And then what about Pokemon? Pokemon ZA.
Yeah.
Better?
Playing
better
that.
than Black Ops?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Sure.
Did you get past the tutorial or what?
I don't think I did.
Oh, okay. Why did you put it on here then?
Because the tutorial just keeps coming. Like the whole point
is never ending tutorial.
You start at rank Z and you have to go to rank A.
That makes sense.
I'm on rank. I think I just got rank W.
Ouch.
Yeah.
You're at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
got Squirtle though, I saw, which is
soulless,
exciting.
but I did get Squirtle, so that kind of like
of course.
I'm playing this thing and I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, hey, come to the lab or whatever. I'm like, oh my gosh, all right, like I'll go to the lab. Like I just want them to stop talking to me so I can like go out and like do things, right? Because every 5 seconds you're chatting them up. Yeah. But then she's like, oh hey, pick one, and I'm like, done. I got Squirtle, so now I'm gonna put him in my party and see, which is not the right pick. Like I looked up, there's like a guide online of like here's all the meta comps and everything. Like Pidgeot and Reflect is like the top 4. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, is it like multiplayer or?
If you battle people online, yeah, but it does not do anything that you haven't seen before. Like it's a different,
it's Pokemon.
Yeah, it's an evolution of
Some
the
of
Arceus
our
mechanics.
Friends have been loving it though.
Yeah, Greg 100%ed it.
Greg 100%ed it.
Great. Like it's fine.
It's Pokemon, man. Like people are gonna love it,
dude. It is the most bland environment I've ever. Holy cow!
It's gotta run on Steam or on Switch 1.
Yeah, but even Scarlet and Violet ran like I don't know if they ran better. Like actually nowadays, yes, I think it ran fine and they looked better. But
okay.
Anyway,
all right,
it's fine.
Keep us posted on that one. I suppose
I don't know what I want from it. Like I'm really excited for next year.
I think
they really need to like
30th anniversary.
Yeah, 30th anniversary. Oh. If they can come out with a Pokemon game that is only Switch 2, so you don't have to be handcuffed to the inferior power of the Switch 1.
Maybe that'll get me to get a Switch 2.
To me, this is like their last, like, okay, show me what you do with this, with no limitations. Let's see what you come out with.
Yeah.
Is it as good as Power World? No? Okay, well, I think I'm done with Pokemon then. You know, like
people still playing Power World?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They just won a bunch of
awards.
Awards and
when did
lawsuits.
They come out last year? Won a bunch of lawsuits. Yeah. Sure.
And then Pokemon comes out with their farming sim or whatever, and they launch that, and then Power World's like, hey, we're gonna do Pal Farm or whatever.
That's unbelievable. Hilarious. It's just an arms race.
Yeah.
All right. I did want to talk. Dispatch episode 7 and 8 came out this week.
Yep.
It's all out.
Yeah.
So
sitting at 90, I think, right now.
Yeah, reviews are coming in. And pretty good.
Yeah.
So wanted to, if you're down for it, review it.
Let's review it
quickly. What a game. What a great game. I had such a blast with this, and I knew I was going to like this game. Like it was on my radar for a while after I saw like a random trailer. But just talk about great execution.
Yeah.
On something, a model that's been done before. And to your point, I think you were talking about this maybe last episode or a couple episodes ago. Typically not the greatest. I mean, it's a specific style, so you have to like that style. I wouldn't call it the greatest style, in my opinion.
Of
visually.
For Telltale, you mean? Just in
Telltale
general?
games, yeah.
Yep.
But this game, the art style looks incredible.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about the framing of the scenes and just the, I guess, for me, the care they put into this game really shines through.
I would not put this anywhere near, like if you played a Telltale game before,
yeah,
I wouldn't put this anywhere in the same ballpark. In all honesty,
right? I think it's
like
really
visually.
perfecting that model, of it. But everything is just so well executed, from the visuals to the voice acting. I think is one of, if not the best highlight of this game. The cast is incredible from who they have. Aaron Paul is so good. I mean, this is his first video game, I think, and he's the main character. It's so unbelievable performance by him, and adds so much to the character himself. Like typically, I know for you, it's hard to get really like the main character, or like feel connected to them, and I think he does such a great job just breathing life into this.
So I think this honestly, part of this too is, Aaron Paul is very monotone, one note, like kind of delivery, right? Yeah. But that fits the character really, really well.
Exactly.
And I think that if this was a Telltale game, they would not have animated him well enough, and I think that his performance would not have been as engaging. Mm-hmm. But with the new art style and the way that they animated everything, it's like. And I don't want to downplay. Like, he did a very, very good job.
Yes.
But I think that the animation, just the way that they did this,
puts it over the top.
Greatly helped. Yeah. Like how all that works. So
I think that makes perfect sense. But yeah, all the voice acting performances were great. I love the characters as well.
Yep.
So I think where this game shines is, I think the premise is great. I really like this idea of having a superhero society, which we've seen a million times, but I talked about this as well, where I love thinking about the implications of normal everyday jobs or how society functions in these fantastical worlds. And this is one of those examples where it's like, like how would dispatching work if you have superhumans, going out there? So how they implement that premise into the gameplay. I really enjoyed the gameplay. I saw people were kind of hit or miss on it.
Yep.
Obviously, it's not the main part of the game, but I found it pretty fun just having your roster and really thinking through the different types of calls, making decisions on who to send to fit the call correctly.
Yeah.
It got pretty tough sometimes.
Yep.
So it kept me on my toes. So I really like that aspect of it too. So again, I really think it comes down to just great execution on all fronts. It's a polished game. There's so much thought put into each aspect of it, and love that you can feel, that I was just so excited every week to play the game. And that was another interesting aspect where it's like, you got a good chunk of it every week. I said this to you. It felt like Arcane back when they were releasing those, where they would release a good chunk of content, but also you had to wait on a weekly schedule. So you get kind of this hybrid approach to the content, and I liked it. It was nice to look forward to something again rather than just totally binging something out of your mind. And
I mean, there's
instant
a
gratification.
Very good possibility of like, okay, hey, you binge it for a day, maybe 2
days,
8 hours,
exactly.
and like you're done.
Yep.
And this lets you continuously think about it over the course of a few weeks, which is awesome. I think the story is the main highlight. Gameplay, I think it's very, I want to say rudimentary. Like, I guess it's good that it had kind of a hook, and I think the pacing's very good, where it's like it breaks it up, where you're not just watching a super, an hour-long cutscene. Like, it gives you kind of something to do and whatnot.
Yes.
I think if you're going to be like super critical of it, I think they could have done probably more with it, like maybe some more gameplay mechanics, or like they had some synergies, but they didn't really go too much into it and stuff. So I feel like there were like things they probably could have done more of to gamify it. But I agree with you, that wasn't really like it was like just something to do in between kind of the really highly produced cutscenes, which is fine. And I think maybe that's like a kind of a sequel thing or something, like something you can build off of and whatnot. So like,
I think you saw flashes of it as well.
Yeah.
And I think you know what I'm talking about to avoid spoilers for this.
Yep.
So that gives me great confidence where some of those aspects were very fun.
Yep.
And changed it up a little bit. But yeah, I think there's a meat on the bone there for sure to make it a little bit more complex, maybe a little bit more engaging.
Yeah.
But I did like it. I thought it was a really cool idea. And I just really connected with that style. Yeah.
No, I agree. I think it really clicked with me towards the end with like we'll put in like air quotes, like the boss fight. Where it's like, okay, I can kind of see what they're doing here when your team's kind of like pretty kitted out, like you kind of know their strengths and weaknesses and stuff, and you're kind of like juggling a bunch of stuff. Like I really like that.
It's still no gimmies, right? Like there's clever ways for them to prevent you from slam dunking it, I guess.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. So I think overall it's good, but like even the gameplay, like there'll be, again, not to spoil things, like there'll be things where it's like, oh, this happened even though I was expecting XYZ or something like that. And it was less about the game and more about the narrative of why certain things were happening or why your decisions were, being, whatever. So it's like, it made a lot of sense, but you don't want to, I guess I wouldn't come at it from, oh, I really like 911 Simulator. This is going to be that. Like it's not that at all.
No.
It's like a glorified like rock, paper, scissors, maybe, with like a bit of time management or something.
Yeah. It's resource management with a rolling dice, pretty much.
Yeah. And I think that's the part of it is like even the visual of the RNG, it's like it's a little tough to swallow when it's like, oh, you got a bad bounce and then you're out of the field or something like out of the
well, I'm a gambling man, so I'm living.
Well, that's what I mean.
Kind of
I think your mileage may vary there, but I think that
for sure,
feedback-wise, there are different ways of.
You definitely get to a point though where when you're clicking and your team's really strong, I mean, you just start crushing and.
But that's like narratively, that's what you need to do. So it's like,
I think it fits in. Yes, agreed.
Yeah, so it's good. I think the hacking, take it or leave it. It's like just another thing to break that up.
I quite liked it. You're right. It does break it up. I think they did a good job with the hacking of adding new mechanics. They added more new mechanics in the hacking and things than anywhere else really. Like it was. So I was good with that. And typically I'm not good with puzzles, but it was a good balance for me. I liked it.
Oh, I don't want to. Okay, then I take back what I was going to say.
What? It's too easy.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of stupid. It's not.
I'm an idiot.
No, I'm not. It's no shade at you. I was just gonna say like
it's absolute shade at me.
I'm
okay. I know who I am.
You're not gonna spend a lot of time in the hacking minigame. It's gonna be a very quick.
I felt very good
very
good about myself.
Yeah. Which again, narratively, you are good at that, so you should be doing that quickly.
Sure. Well, there's one in particular that sort of changes things up, if you know which one I'm talking about. I thought that was very cool.
Yeah, I think they change it up pretty frequently.
They do, but that one was like, oh shoot, what's going on? And you're like, okay, I gotta figure this out. So I think so the game is all about choices, and the choices are very impactful, as they typically are in these types of games, but really good critical decisions and very difficult. I don't know if you felt the same way. I, for most of the decisions, really had to sit back, and the bar was going down quick because I just didn't know.
Yeah.
I could go either way on a lot of them, which is great. And I was worried. It seemed very binary in terms of the overall scope of choices. Mm-hmm. But when I did get to the end, I saw how it branched out and retroactively kind of understood that, okay, there is a lot more going on here, maybe behind the scenes. Yeah. That could change your ending. So that was cool to see.
Do they give you the full branch at the end? No. Okay. Other Telltale games will actually show you like that. I think
I like that.
I do.
Don't tell me what it is, but just tell me how many there are.
Yeah.
I had to look that up.
Yep.
So I looked that up because I was just curious.
Yeah.
But there's a good
amount
chunk.
Yeah.
So mostly positive. If I do have one maybe gripe with the game, I think the pacing is a little bit off. I think this should have been 10 episodes. I did feel like towards the end, it maybe did rush things a little bit. Now, I could see the breadcrumbs of them setting it up. Like 5 and 6 definitely is like a setup episode for the finale. But again, I just I would have loved to see a little bit more space, a little bit more development maybe there. I think they do develop things very well, but I just don't know if we get enough time with it.
I specifically the last 2 episodes, which I think largely they stick the landing. Like I was satisfied with it.
I was too.
I think it made me start questioning like, there are some plot gaps that like, I'm like, did I just not pick the right decision and I'm just missing something? Did I fall asleep in a certain part? Like what,
Yeah.
So I think that gives you that sense of like it being rushed, or you're getting this lore dump of like, okay, here's the main villain and here's what he's good at and what he does. I'm like,
yeah,
dude, like you just threw a bunch of stuff at me. Like that would have been great to learn about and uncover over the 2 episodes to then make like the final like climax to be like, this really big thing. So yeah, I agree with you. I think it needed to be a little bit more. I think that would have given you a little bit more like kind of like team bonding. Like you could have done more stuff, but
they do have that in there. So it's not like they don't. I just wanted more of it.
Yep.
And so yeah, I think the pacing's a little off with that. And actually, so it's interesting. I think the first 2 episodes maybe the weakest.
Ooh.
Maybe 5 and 6. I'm not sure. But I just remember 2 and 3 being super strong. So when that second week came out, I was like, oh wow, this is actually upping it a little bit. And I was really
So
hooked.
you mean 3 and 4. So 1 and 2 came out.
1 and 2, 3 and 4. I'm sorry.
3 and 4. I think 3 and 4, I agree with you, are the strongest.
Yeah.
And then 5, 6 were, I don't want to say a letdown, but like not as strong as 3 and 4.
Right.
And then it kind of ends. Yeah, I'm with you. I think,
I don't know.
I want to say they're not as, sharp's not the right word, like not as edgy. And I don't want to say that in like a cringy way, but like episodes 1, I would say 1 through 4, because I think 1, you're setting it up and everything. It was like it grabbed you and it was like, okay, hey, you're interested.
I agree.
3 and 4, I think, was very edgy. I think the dialogue was really good. I think like it was just like a lot of back and forth that was like witty, and it felt like the writing kind of maybe got sanded down a little bit. I've been saying that a lot this episode. Kind of got like I don't want to say muddied, but like it didn't hit you or make you laugh or smile or whatever, maybe as much as the first kind of half of the game.
I see what you're saying.
Like just for me personally.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I do think obviously things get more serious and
absolutely,
you have that element of it. But that's not to say I think all of it is very good.
As a complete package, I think it's very
excellent.
well-made.
So that's the main point. The only other like small gripe I might have is I think some of the character motivations are I don't totally buy. I don't want to go too much into detail with that, but kind of what you said. I mean, for the villain, in my opinion, I don't think we get a lot of context at all.
Yeah,
and what's going on. So maybe that's on purpose. And then some of the other characters, I think one character in particular, it's pretty heavy-handed, like a very Ashley-esque. You should definitely romance me type thing is the vibes I got, which made me not want to do that. Yeah. So good, still a great character, better than Ashley, that's for sure. But from Mass Effect, by the way, in case anyone's not following me there. But other than, I mean, that's such a small nitpick. I think again, largely the characters are where this game shines, in my opinion. I think they're all great. And I just want to spend more time with them, honestly.
Well,
which is where you want to be at as a game, right? Where you want to leave the audience wanting more, and that's exactly where I'm at.
Season 2, maybe get some like extended cut stuff. Like they just put a thing out where they got rid of like a lot of like the sex scenes and different like romance options and different things like that. Where they're
really?
Yeah. So apparently like, and then I don't know if it was the publisher that put it in or the developer said this, but like it was like, oh yeah, which maybe they'll surface, like kind of like a wink and nod. Like maybe there'll be like a director's cut or something like that where they can kind of like put it in.
That'd be awesome.
Which would be great, to kind of revisit it.
Yeah.
Chelsea's playing it and she really likes it, and it's fun to watch her and like see her decisions and stuff. Like she's playing almost exactly opposite of what I am, which is great. So I can see everything.
Right.
But knowing where she's going and the choices she's made and seeing kind of that, already I feel like some of the scenes from the end of the game make more sense because I know what she's done. Like,
interesting. Yes.
Where if I had to like erase kind of what I know from her, it just feels very like almost like it's not my game. Like it's like they didn't have maybe as many endings.
So are you saying there's like a more maybe canonical path? Is that what you're saying? Or
yeah, I'm saying like it's almost like
makes more sense if you take this route, or
think of it almost like as like a diamond type of thing, where it's like you're bridging it and like you're kind of going in multiple different, and then you all comes back together,
converges,
which is like whatever. It's main story.
Yes,
but I think that the way that it ends, which I still want to talk, which we'll talk off air, like kind of what you picked, like. I would just be curious on like how many different endings, and that's the thing that I am missing. Where it's like, am I just way off, or maybe I thought it was going to end differently, and it just didn't. Like it surprised me. It felt a little.
Well, that's what I was talking about when I
gappy
felt like it was binary.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, how are there not only 2 endings to this? Maybe 3.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah,
I might mess it up. Yeah.
Once peeking
Chelsea's
at it behind
done,
the scenes, I understand it better now.
Yeah.
Which not everyone wants. Yeah, I know that kind of ruins the illusion for people. But
music's great too. I know.
Great music. I was actually listening to Thought Squad, who is Prism.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
So great. I mean, great. But it's just funny that that is not my type of music at all. But I've just been listening to those tunes, and it is great. This game is it's just a game that clicks with me. It's like everything I want in the game. It's so fun.
This is my type of narrative game, right? So like that's the thing is like I'll either go gameplay or I'll go like give me the story or whatever. Like I would love playing another one of these.
Oh yeah. I think they will do a season 2. I mean they already sold over 1 million.
Yeah, they have to.
I know Aaron Paul was talking. I was listening to like an interview where he's like, yeah, I think it's in a good spot for doors open, or it ended perfectly, but it could. I'm like, all right,
yeah.
But I'm excited. It seemed like everyone loved the project. Just a really, I think they were so smart in the marketing and everything like that as well, where you have a lot of these popular content creators. So Moist Critical, who big on YouTube and Twitch, he voices Sonar, Man-Bat, and he like did his playthrough, on stream and stuff, and it's got 1 million views and everything. I'm like, all right, how many sales just from that?
Critical Role did a tabletop version of it and stuff. And,
oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Critical Role got involved with it. It was cool. Like I've been watching like some of the behind the scenes stuff with it as well, where I think Laura Bailey was the only person really involved, and then her husband was peeking over her shoulder, and really was like, "Oh, this looks great." And so he called them and it's like, can I just be like anything in this?
Yeah.
And that's how he got his role as Phenomenal Man.
Yeah.
And then there was like enough of them involved where it's like, we want Critical Role to support this. And that's where Matt Mercer came in. And
that's awesome.
I mean, just a cool story on how it kind of came to be. And I mean, everything they touch just turns to gold at this point. Yeah. So,
but I think that's part of it is like they have Critical Role has their TV show and everything, and this looks very,
they can market it through that.
Yeah,
and,
but it's like, they're like they're anime basically.
Oh,
right?
Oh yeah,
so it's
sorry. Yep.
This invokes that where it's like the writing, the like everything's really really good.
You were saying it's like this could be a TV show, and it could be a TV totally show. Fine with it.
Like the universe itself, like this could be so many different types of like not even. Like you could go into different genres. Like I'm not even talking like mediums, but even if you wanted to go within the video games, like there's nothing really stopping you from like you could. I mean, I don't want to go crazy, but like you could throw that on a mobile game, get rid of like you just have like a, kind of your dispatch mobile game.
Oh, just like
whatever.
your mini game, kind of just expand the
like you want to like
and,
grind some guys up or whatever, and then bring them back into the thing. Like you could
don't give them ideas, Tyler. I don't want to do that.
I'm just saying, like you could do cool things with it because it's such a cool. Like the characters are really neat, and it's a cool
I love. I'm so bought into the world and stuff, and I do recommend anyone out there that it's an extra $10 or whatever. The art book I really loved. Yeah. And was a cool. It makes sense. Like there's a lot of thoughtfulness and passion put behind this. I think you get that from the art book. The comics are all right. Nothing crazy. It's cool to get a little bit more context maybe, and
very little context.
Very little, but I think the art book is where you're spending your money on that, and I think it's worth it personally. So I don't know if you got a chance to check it out yet.
Not yet. I want Chelsea to finish it, and then I'm
very curious on your thoughts. I've been hyping it up so much that I'm very afraid you're going to tell me how shit it is. And
I typically like the behind the scenes stuff a lot, so I'm a mark for that.
I typically don't see them, so I don't know how this stacks up. Maybe this is bad compared to other art books, but I thought it was very good, and I enjoyed it quite thoroughly.
I would say the best I've ever seen would be Valve, but that is literally like you're walking through the level, and there's like little like question marks, and it shows you all the.
That's cool.
Talks about it.
I remember Modern Warfare 2, the museum did a little bit of that good too. One. It was really cool.
BioShock has that.
Yeah.
Or Arkham does it. Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're good to score this.
Yeah, number wise, where are you at? Where's your head?
Yeah, I think this is. I
mean, gold.
It's gold easy. I don't know if it quite gets into the platinum discussion. Probably low 90s.
Yeah.
So 90 to 92-ish range is where I'm thinking. Not because it really does anything wrong majorly, but platinum has to be like special. Like a Hades, like this changes the game, or it's like,
every facet of it has to be incredible.
Yeah.
And I think that this like there are very, very strong points of it.
Yeah.
And there are points where it's like, this is like
some weaker
filler type stuff. Yeah.
Some weaker aspects. Again, nothing totally knocking
a great
it.
game.
I mean,
a gold game. Yeah.
It's hard to get a plat.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
That's like an all-time game, but it makes me very excited for anything coming after this. By this squad. I think what a strong showing from Ad Hoc Games, because I think it's their first game as a group.
Officially indie studio. Here's the thing, like, do I think that this is genre changing? No, I really don't. I think it's like, very by the numbers in terms of what a Telltale game is.
Sure.
Now I don't want to put them in a box because I think their animation is like night and day better. I think the writing, the acting, like everything.
Fight scenes?
Yes. Everything is so much better.
Unbelievable fight scenes.
Yeah. But are they changing?
You might want to turn off QuickTime events, because I was not able to fully enjoy the fight scenes because I'm trying to look at the. You don't get penalized for that.
Yeah, it doesn't impact it at all.
So I recommend turning that off and just enjoying. The visual, because they are spectacular.
Yes, I think it's top tier.
Yes,
but they're not
maybe perfecting the formula.
Yeah, they're like that's why like it's not sense. Really bringing anything like new per se.
Yeah,
which is fine, but that's what in my mind that's what's going to push you to platinum.
Absolutely. So where are you thinking? Like, are you the same ballpark or?
Yeah, I myself I was at 90.
Okay.
And again, I think if you would have asked me where it was at like end of episode 4, I probably would have been like, honestly, we probably would have been talking platinum.
Oh, wow.
Like just the way that I clicked with it. And then I think the second half was good, but it didn't continuously get better. It was kind of almost like a hill type of thing.
Sure. Okay.
Where it starts out good, it gets really good, and then it ends good.
I do think
it's fine.
4 I was very locked in as well. Yes. I don't know if I would have been. It's tough to say, but I
wouldn't have been platinum then. 90, I'm just saying, like, if it would have kept that trajectory, that's when I would have been like, oh my gosh, I can't wait.
Keep skinning better, sure. I think 90 makes sense. That feels very solid. I mean, that's a fantastic score. So
I think the gameplay there is so much room for improvement there.
That's a good point.
That
it's a decent chunk of your playtime.
Yeah,
it's not insignificant. So you are going to be doing that for you know.
And the dialogue's really good.
Maybe
it's
half,
funny.
actually.
It
is very funny.
Yeah.
It did make me laugh a lot.
Yeah.
It's just a good game. I was very, very happy.
I agree. I think it's extremely solid.
Yeah.
And as their debut, which again, maybe they'll be nominated for, maybe that's where their debut thing comes in.
Yeah.
I would love to see them in a nomination for Game of the Year.
That's, oh my God. I mean,
that's my asterisk.
We
I put that in.
It's stacked.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen, but
yeah.
I'm excited for Monday.
Yep.
To see what we're working with. I mean, to me, to this point, do you expand how many nominees you have, which I think they're probably going to do.
So you think they're going to do 7, 8?
7 or 8, yeah. I think there's too many, man. There's too many. You got to get your Kojima checkbox in there, and
I mean, from a
split fiction guy.
From a timing perspective, I mean, I guess all the nominations would be in by now.
Oh, they have it. They have it.
They already have it locked. Yeah, so maybe they didn't do.
They were probably finalizing that this week. It's tough with Arc Raiders. I mean, anyways, we'll see. So 90
for I think Dispatch. 90, it's good.
Definitely a recommend from the Couch Company.
Yeah.
Similar colored logos.
Yeah. Yes.
Love the yellow.
Yeah.
Although I guess they have the yellow blue kind of thing going on, like Invincible a little bit actually.
Jeff was saying that he actually likes Dispatch more than Invincible. I
like
the beginning
what they do with the logos at the beginning of the.
Yep.
Yeah, very very clever, very cool. I mean, it's a great game. Great game. Okay, I think that's it. I think we're good.
All right.
Did I miss something?
Yeah,
we're good.
Sure.
If you made it this far, we appreciate you. Check us out, couchcompany.games. All of our reviews are on there, as well as everything else we do. There's some articles and top 5s. We haven't done one of those in a while, but
I might try to get this up early before they announce the nominations.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
All right. You might be in suspense with us then.
Yeah. I feel like it's going to be weird.
Depending on when you listen to this.
Yeah,
I mean, it still could be.
Well, sure. Yeah, you can't do everything.
Can't win them all.
Yeah.
But super excited. I mean, stay tuned for that. We're going to have the Game Awards, a lot of talk about that, and our own Game of the Year show. So yeah, exciting times. Love this time of year. Okay. That's it. Thanks for joining us on the couch. We're going to be here, same time, same place next time. Reverse that. Uno reverse. Peace.